Welcome in, gang. Azealia, Billy, how you guys doing? Do. Alright, I gotta find something here. I gotta find something. Hang on, guys. I'm looking. Just enjoy that elevator music. What did the Mexican man say when the house fell on top of him? Get off me, Holmes. Welcome back in, gang. Welcome back to the show. I would say that it's a... Here. I'm glad you could pop in at least for a second, Azealia. I hope you have a good day at work. I don't know what it's like where you guys live, but it's dangerous to go outside, and we might be evacuated. Woo! Fires are getting really, really close to where we are, and my house smells like a campfire. The inside of my house when I woke up this morning smells like a campfire. I can smell it right now. It's fucking wild how smoky it is outside. Like, if we get evacuated, I don't know where the fuck I'm gonna go. I generally don't know where I'll go. But that's what it's like where I'm at. My kid can't go outside and play. It's gonna be an all-day Xbox day inside the house. So that's what my day is gonna consist of. Hang out with you beautiful people, and then we're gonna play some Battlefield for the rest of the day. Crack the joke. Boom, do. Either way, I don't care. It's up to you. You can just tell me where. Chee wee wees. Welcome in, gang. Welcome in. Fun fact, I got to be an electrician this morning. I didn't know that I was an electrician until I figured out how to replace a circuit breaker. I swapped out 3 light switches and 3 outlets, only to find out that I started at the wrong end of my circuit, and I've been losing power. I've been having some power issues in my house, and I've been going around thinking that I swapped all the receptacles on the circuit until this morning when I was going through. I did everything, made sure it was all good, didn't have power, and I realized I had skipped the very first outlet in the line of receptacles. Lo and behold, it was the problem. So, swapped out all those switches, all those outlets, and a circuit breaker just for the love of the game. Just felt like it. But, got it figured out. Look at me, I'm the smartest dude on planet Earth. Honestly, that's the second time I figured out electricity. One time I wired up a fan for a friend of mine. Put a ceiling fan up for him. Figured that out that day. Figured out electricity goes spark when it's still live, so don't do that. But it turns out I'm pretty capable. Why are dogs and cats such terrible dancers? Because they have 2 left feet. Duh. Did I tell it to start? I did. When I'm going to talk trash to whatever I'm working on, I get real close. I'm like, you better fucking work, you piece of shit. Do you fucking hear me? I'm going to start throwing shit. When I start talking like that to the outlets, that's when you know I'm having a real fun time. Because one of the outlets that I had to change, it was right where 2 walls meet like this in a corner. And there's a mirror on this side, so I barely had room to get my screwdriver in to get the faceplate off, and that was a fun one. That was a fun one with my hand sitting there just shaking, but regardless, it got done. Sometimes you have to yell at your jobs, though. Sometimes you have to pick up a part, and if you bring it in real close, you're like, you fucking motherfucker, I'm gonna rip you in half. I swear to God, I will rip you in half with my bare hands. I've threatened to rip aluminum apart with my bare hands. Haven't done it yet, but I've threatened it. I've threatened my drills. I've threatened my saws. I've threatened most of the tools that I use on a regular basis because it happens. It's just what it is. That's just the life we live. You guys know what it is. You know what it is. Sometimes you're mad at your drill and you fucking punt it off a roof. It happens. They're really durable. With as many drops that my drill has taken off of 2- and 3-story houses, honestly, I'm surprised it still works. It's taken some shit. It's been thrown off a lot of stuff. I throw my tools off. When I worked for the last company I worked for, if it wasn't mine, it got thrown off the roof. That's just how I work, though. That's how I get into my space. That's how I get my workflow going. You're supposed to work, do the thing. You're supposed to work, yeah. But sometimes that's all you can do. You just fucking scream at your tools. Talk dirty to them, tell them they're dirty, nasty pieces of shit, and you're going to annihilate their family bloodline, stuff like that, and usually it'll work. I don't know why, but it does. All right, guys, we've been live for a whopping 7 minutes. Let's join me in our first ripper of the stream, and then we can take a look at what we've got to get learnt on, and we can get to work. 2:50 in the morning? Dude, where are you? I mean, you don't have to tell me specifics, but it's 10:21 in the morning right now where I am. How the fuck is it 2:50? Where are you, really? Because you're like 7 hours behind me? Sheesh. Well, I appreciate you being here. I very much do, because it's a pain in the ass to stay up. Are you on the moon? Land down. Oh, duh. There's only a 6-hour time difference? I must be real dumb then, because I thought Australia would be like a 12-hour time difference. Turns out I'm not as good at geography as I thought. That's okay. All right, guys. Please feel free to join me in this ripper. Cheers. Boop. Ow. Oh, wait, it's Tuesday morning. So you're way ahead of us. Oh. Turns out I'm dumber than I thought. Jesus. I'm sure my house smelling like a campfire isn't helping. Hey, fuck out of here, squirrel. It's smoky as shit out there. It's so smoky outside my house. I don't even have my windows open. It still smells like a campfire. All right, guys. Enough yapping. Today, it's Monday. We all know what time or what that means. We're getting learnt. Today, we are going to get learnt with Chapter 2, Part 2 of Subhuman, the Jared Genesis documentary. This is Punk Rock Jared. Shouts out to Kid Wizard. Let's give him a like. Make sure you go check him out. Give him a like and subscribe. All that good stuff. You know what to do. What else? I think we're already set at 125. I set that before I started. Enough yapping. Let's go to work. Let's turn that down. And here we go.
The whole fucking...
I did. I did see the EDP doc. I haven't watched it yet, but I plan to.
Movie was just about, Superman and Batman fighting. I think that's so utterly ridiculous. To have a movie simply based on a fight. That's not what movies are about. Movies are about action and adventure.
The Rocky anthology is about fighting.
And story, okay? You can't forget story. When you take story out of a movie, you have nothing except just like... It's like watching UFC or something, except Batman version, picture Batman and, Superman in the UFC fighting cage. That's what this movie was. I mean, sure, there was...
Okay, that sounds sick. So what?
A little bit of this and a little bit of that, but more or less...
Little of this, little of that.
Like the title, Batman v Superman. I mean, it's a great title for a shitty movie. Shitty title for a shitty movie, basically. And that's exactly what it was, too. Who even wanted this? Like, seriously, who was saying, we should have a movie where it's just Batman and Superman fighting? It's a great idea. It's just like, it's almost as if it's just Hollywood, or the elite, that control Hollywood, just doing whatever the hell they want. Some conspiracy shit, man. I gotta get my tinfoil hat out here, because it's crazy, it's creepy. It makes no sense. I mean... What's up, guys? This is Punky J. Got a big trending topic here to talk about. That's this new Ghostbusters movie. First of all, I just have to say that when I went to go see Ninja Turtles 2, they had the trailer of it. And I don't know, maybe if it was just because I was in the special theater with a lot of speakers. And
in the special theater, like when you were in the special class? Do they get movie theaters too? I know they have special classrooms, but do they have special movie? That would be sick.
4K
kind of makes me jealous.
Screen, but I just gotta say, man,
I want my own special movie theater.
It looked cool. I would probably go watch it.
The short theater.
I first saw like the earlier trailers for the movie, I thought it sucked. But only because of this. And I know I may seem like a misogynist, but I was just like, what the fuck? Why are there women? Why the fuck would they change the story? Because that's what they're doing, when they change shit like this. They thought more people would want to see female Ghostbusters. You would think they would have at least chosen, like, hot women, and not, like, this nasty-looking black chick with huge teeth, and this fat white chick, and who else is in it? I don't even fucking know, but, being 30 years old, if you're open-minded in my age, you have my sympathy, because a lot of people are gonna hate on you if you like newer stuff, and it's fucking bullshit. And that's the reason why I don't really have many friends, because so many people are overly critical douchebags, and I can't tolerate it, man. I really can't. It was wrong of them to change the cast members to women rather than men, simply because that changes the story around. It would be like making, Spider-Man, I don't know, black, I guess. It's just... It doesn't stay true to the roots, and it just doesn't seem like the same thing.
Can't have a black Spider-Man, can't do that.
It's not about sexism or prejudice or anything like that. What's up, guys? This is Punky J, here to do my review on Finding Dory. I gotta be real, man, I did not enjoy this movie that much. This movie was basically done by SJWs, like these feminists, extremists, queers, whatever. This movie is more or less promoting gay people, because Ellen DeGeneres, the star, the voice of Dory, is, the lead role here. And so, if you talk shit about the wrong movies, guys, you're gonna get in trouble, and that's why a lot of people are gonna kiss ass to this. But I'm not one of those people, okay? I didn't sell my soul to the Illuminati shit, you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
So I'll tell it like it is.
Yeah.
And by the way, the most annoying thing about this fucking movie is how Dory feels the need to, like, every 10 seconds... tell another fish that she has short-term memory. Like, why? Why did they do that? I'm really curious. I think, honestly...
Because the fish has short-term memory. Jared, you... fuck.
It was like to, fucking I know it had to be for a reason. It was probably to.
I'm sure it did have I'm sure there was a reason behind it. Mm-hmm.
Tell
Oh, we got stuck there, didn't we?
people like it's okay to be a retard. I don't know. Maybe like you're a retard
I don't think that was the message.
for watching this, and that's okay. These gays and queers, they're so entitled, and that's why we got this fucking bullshit movie, Finding Dory. It's because of fucking SJWs, guys. So you all need to wake the hell up and see what's going on here.
I think it's just a movie about a fish. That's all.
Man, it's some crazy shit, and I would even say that Zootopia was somewhat kind of an SJW thing as well. You know, accepting other people. You know what I mean? All that stupid bullshit.
Yeah, what a horrible thing to accept other people. What an asshole thing to do.
Bitch, I'm not gonna accept you if you're a fucking dumbass. Like to dress gay, even though you know you're not. You're just doing it for attention. I don't respect those kinds of people. Hey, what's up, guys? This is Punky J here. I want to do a defense of series. I mean to say,
In defense of.
kind of like I Hate Everything, where he has Search for the Worst, except it's the opposite. It's where I defend movies that are hated on that should not be hated on. In defense of Ninja Turtles 2. The new one, not the one from the 90s, which was a pretty stellar movie. Now, looking at my room, you can see, I guess I'm pretty biased. You know, I do enjoy Ninja Turtles, and the new ones. You know, I've got the new dolls, I've got these from fucking Target, man. These are so fucking stellar. These are the movie-based ones, but they're just badass, man. I mean, they're fucking awesome. I don't care what people say, that they look like they're on steroids. That's fine, baby, you know, take that gear up the ass, Ninja Turtles. Use those steroids, you guys look great. I don't give a fuck.
I think it's just a needle in your butt cheek like once a week, big dog.
Anyways, defending this movie. So
I don't think you put them up your butt, and pretty sure you don't.
here's what the critics mainly say about the new Ninja Turtles movie. Number one, there was hardly any action. There was hardly any fighting scenes, okay? That's a bunch of bullshit. There aren't that many fighting scenes, but there's still a lot of action. It's an action-packed movie, okay? Everyone hates Megan Fox. I don't know why. I mean, she may not be the best actress, but she's still fucking hot, man. I mean, fuck. I don't give a shit about that. I really don't.
Just, fuck, we are getting learnt, baby. Jared's a very opinionated person.
X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Okay.
Now, this movie is actually kind of old. I think it's actually about 7 years old, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
I remember I was like 23 when I saw it, and I've got an interesting story, guys, for this one. This was actually the movie, you ready for this, that I lost my virginity to. I shit you not. X-Men Origins Wolverine. It was a very awkward night, but I didn't do it in the movie theater, in case that's what you're wondering. I'm not that big of a pimp. Actually, we went home and went to her house, and
Jared. I don't believe you. I don't believe you one bit.
And yeah, things got a little out of hand. I regret that night a whole lot, but
Things got. I don't think they did. I think they stayed perfectly in hand.
I don't regret seeing the movie. It was a great movie. It was a lovely movie. Why people hated on it is truly beyond me. So with that said, though, there was still enough to where it did not slander Wolverine at all. It was a great movie. Fanboys are just spoiled idiots, like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles review I did in defense of the last one, Out of the Shadows. Bunch of butthurt fanboys. Kids love these movies. Like, kids can't get enough of these. When you become an adult, people become such assholes. It's really sad, you know? It's like it's a disease. Being an adult has become a disease. But yeah, going back to this movie, though, amazing action sequences. I mean, really, man, like on a 300 Matrix level. Just really fucking amazing. I really haven't even heard legit reasons as to why this is a bad movie. People will just find the dumbest reason. I remember one kid at this, I used to play FNM, Friday Night Magic the Gathering, and this stupid kid, I remember exactly what he said. He said, I don't want to see the movie because Wolverine's not wearing his original costume. Nigga, please. Cracker, please. Okay.
My nigga.
Gotta censor myself. That is so stupid, man. I mean, seriously. You're gonna not see
I was not expecting that out of his mouth.
the movie just because he's not wearing his yellow spandex. I mean, are you gay? Did you want to see his little bulge, his yellow bulge? Is that what it is? Just because he wasn't wearing his fucking... I swear to God, that's what the kid said. Fucking, I'm the stupidity of these people. It truly amazes me. I'm just gotta say this, man. For a straight man, Hugh Jackman looked good in that tank top. I just gotta be real. I can't front. Boy looked good. Boy looked thick. I'm sorry.
You took it past the point of being funny, Jared. It's not funny.
I might have to edit that out.
You should have.
What's up, guys? This is Punky J here. So basically, this video is going to be pretty short, but it's to the point. Don't let morons keep you from seeing the big friendly giant, also known as the big fucking giant, because, I mean, come on. That's obviously what they were going for as well.
No, the BFG was originally a book published in 1982, written by Roald Dahl. Disney only adapted the film. 34 years later, in 2016, they did not create the title BFG or the titular character.
I see what you did there, Disney. Checkmate.
Here, I'll get out of the way so you guys can see the cover. There you go. Bada bing, bada boom.
Really, that was pretty clever. No, but seriously though, basically, if you were to go and watch the trailer on YouTube and read the comments, it is full to the brim of these pretentious, cunty little that are like, the book is so much better, I'm smart because I read, man, you know, kind of morons. Bitch, let me tell you something, okay? When I was a little kid, I like to read Dr. Seuss. Does that mean I'm some fucking Einstein? No, it doesn't. So shut your mouth. You're a loser. I hate your dad, too. Really, I do. The guy's an asshole. Most of the time, these kinds of morons hate on movies, you know, because it's not like the book. They think that books are so special, even though it's the exact goddamn thing. You know, like with the Harry Potter fanboys, a bunch of morons, you know. They think that they're so goddamn cool because they have Harry Potter books. It's like, what the fuck, dude? If you like to read, that's fine, but it's the same goddamn story, so you're...
Oh, sweet. Thank you. Go wherever. Thank you. We got some text on screen. Anti-intellectualism. Anti-intellectualism is hostility to and mistrust of intellect, intellectuals, and intellectualism, commonly expressed as deprecation of education and philosophy and the dismissal of art, literature, history, and science as impractical, politically motivated, and even contemptible human pursuits.
You're an idiot if you think that the book is better than
I think that tracks.
the goddamn movie. It's the same goddamn thing. You guys are fucking retarded. I don't know what else to say, but anyways, guys, Big Friendly Giant, it looks cool. I don't know if I'll see it at the theaters. I mean, it's not really, like, something I'd have to see, but I do really want to go see Tarzan. Honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing Ghostbusters, but to be honest with you guys, I don't know if I'm going to see that one at the theater. I might just wait, but we'll see. We'll see. Oh, and The Secret Life of Pets. That looks pretty fucking cool. So I might have a review for that one. But anyways, guys, this is Punky J. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace. The series Gotham, interesting series. I really haven't watched a whole lot of it. You know, I'd be willing to bet a lot of people who made the show Gotham probably have nothing to do with any other of the Batman stuff. I will say this though, I do think season 2 is somewhat better from what I've heard. You know, it's like they just did a bunch of try-hard bullshit, trying to make it into something like, I don't know, man, some like fucking Star Wars plot, you know, fucking... you know, oh my gosh, this is so depressing. Oh, look at, you know, the story of Bruce Wayne. You know, fucking, I don't know, dude. It's just stupid to me. I mean, to be honest with you, it was always hard for me to take Batman seriously because he's rich. That's the main reason. It's like he's the elite. He should be against the elite, but he's part of the. You know, it's like he is the enemy in a way, in my eyes anyway, because I don't like the elite. I don't like government, and it's almost like he stands for them, and I never really, you know, as someone who, you know,
knows nothing about Batman,
conforms to being a rebel and
get what? All right, hold up. Let's back it up. I shouldn't have interrupted that. I'm gonna let him finish.
You know,
I'm gonna let you finish, dog.
As someone who, you know, conforms to being a rebel and stuff like that, it's hard.
Conforms to being a rebel and stuff like that. The Instagram reels that I could make with these, Jared. My God.
For me to get into those kinds of characters, I would just say it's mediocre at best, average, good for killing time.
Do you know what the word pretentious means? I would bet you don't.
I don't know. If you got nothing to do at fucking 2 a.m. and it's on Netflix streaming, you know, just go ahead and have a watch. But like I said, man, I haven't really seen that much of it. I will say that one show, Batman show, I did really like was the old one. the one from like the 60s and the 70s. But yeah, that was a cool show. You know, like the bam, cow, pig, blue, like shit bubbles when they're fighting. I don't know. That was entertaining to me. Robin looked gay as hell though.
I want to talk about Suicide Squad, and boy does that movie look like a hunk of shit. It looks like the most generic, dull, I don't know, insert the most stupid word you can for this movie, because I can't even think of a word that describes it. What are they
That's because you're dumb.
even trying to do? Like, I watched all the trailers, and I'm like confused by it. It to me is like a try-hard Deadpool movie. You know, they're trying to make it edgy. They're trying to make it like, what's that, you know, what's one of those movies where it's like, you know, anarchy and, you know, fucking, trying to be all edgy, you know, like an edgy Joker. The Joker, I mean, let's just talk about this motherfucker. He looks like an edgy teen, you know? Like one of the teens that fucking trolls my account telling me to kill myself, or that I'm ugly pedophile.
What? Hang on. Okay. Want to back that up. That caught my attention. Discord link. I think Gawk still has it private, I think. But if somebody wants in, it's fine. You can give them a link. I don't care. Gawk is kind of the one in charge of that. Or Wise Pillars, either one of them. They're the ones that are there more than I am. Okay, I need to hear this again.
Edgy teen, you know? Like one of the teens that fucking trolls my account telling me to kill myself, or that I'm ugly pedophile.
You take that way too nonchalantly. You should be way more chalant about it.
I think at this point in the documentary, it's safe to say that Jared was likely always a pedophile. I mean, how many references to pedophilia have we had so far? I think I've lost count at this point.
A lot.
Anyways, let's continue with this, I guess.
Okay.
Suicide Squad. They should call it Suicide Squat, because it makes me want to take a shit on it. And I'm so glad Heath Ledger isn't alive to see this fucking trash. And while I haven't seen the movie, I may not be able to give, you know, a completely fair description about it, but really the trailers are enough. It looks like a pile of dog shit. And it's no surprise, though, because Hollywood is just full of shit these days. There's so much bullshit, and I just don't take anything seriously. So, let's just go ahead and get this over with. First of all, the pets have assholes. That's the number one reason to see this movie. I mean, everything else is just nothing compared to that. Almost every animal in this movie has a tiny little pink dot for an asshole, which is great. Lovely. For a family movie. Why did they choose to do this? I really have no fucking clue. But the whole movie, I was just looking at their assholes because it amazed me. I was hypnotized by their little pink dots, or their little gum, as one man termed it, one of these fancy reviewers, not Chris Stuckman, but the other guy with the wavy hair. He called their assholes gum. I thought that was pretty genius, because it is like gum. You just want to chew it. Just kidding. But anyways, talking too much about pets' assholes here. Talking way too much. Need to veer left.
Yeah. I would like to leave. I would like to get away from this topic as well.
I don't know, man. The fluffy white dog was fucking annoying. But it's very unusual that they made a girl character stupid in a movie, because that's a big no-no for the Illuminati. You don't do that shit. Illuminati controls everything. They control movies. And they're big pagan worshippers. You know, they worship female. They worship clits. And to make a female stupid is a big no-no. You don't do that in the industry. So I don't know how they got away with that. Most of the time, you don't do that shit. They always make the guy look dumb, if you notice. It's the extreme cuckoning of the world. That's why you see all these stupid guys in commercials. You know, I'm a big dumbass. The woman's gonna correct me. So all in all,
You are the absolute image of masculinity, Jared. Just looking at you, your whole entire presence just screams, "I'm a fucking man."
I will give this movie a 7 out of 10, even though
That soft physique, the round belly, the bitch tits, it just screams manliness. Especially those earrings, dude. Especially those earrings.
I don't think it really deserves that high, but I love Louis C.K. and seeing him play a dog in a goddamn family movie
was almost worth it, even though he did a terrible job with Max. It was just fucking hilarious. Hearing his voice come out of that dog's mouth and seeing their assholes. Their assholes were the reason why I'm giving this a high rating. The pet's assholes.
You should really keep some thoughts inside your mind.
The fat cat.
Not everything that you think needs to come out your mouth.
Cat, the really fat one. Seeing that fat cat with its big old fucking asshole. That was great. I'm sick in the head. Oh, man.
But to me, simple is best. Because when you have a simple plot, there's no gimmicks, and it's not try hard. And that's why I love Sonic the Hedgehog, the original series. And I will die loving that show. It's just, I watch it on Netflix, you know, it brings back great memories. I was such a nerdy little kid. I would dream about, you know, having little races with Sonic. I was such a little fucking idiot. But no, I love the show. There's nothing wrong with fantasizing about Sonic, as long as it's not a creepy, like, furry kind of way. And thank God I never turned out to be a furry. That's all I can say. But
I don't know. I still think you're kind of odd, a little bit.
plus that one chick is hot, that pink one or whatever. But I'd probably bone her, just being real. But anyways, guys, I better stop before I get too perverted here. Hey, it's Punky J.
I don't get the furry thing. I don't know if it's like a playtime thing or I don't know, dude. I don't understand it. It's not for my lifestyle, I suppose. I don't know. I just don't get it.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I want to talk about one of my favorite movie series ever.
What the fuck do we got going on? Why you got two different tones of skin here? What's going on? Did you go outside in a turtleneck? What are we doing here? What is this? It looks like he has spray on tan from here up. Look at his arms, his neck, his tits. Just white as milk. Huh.
Just go ahead and review it. It's Back to the Future. Back to the Future has been pretty much my favorite movie. I mean, since I was a little kid. I loved
Fair, neckbeard.
it so much. Everything about it. I mean, when you were a kid of the 90s and even a kid of the 80s, that's how powerful this movie was. It's like for both those decades, you know, that was one of the favorite movies for a lot of kids. And that's what got a lot of kids into skateboarding too, because, you know, before Back to the Future, there wasn't a whole lot of movies with skateboarding in it. There was one movie I can think of, and it came out the exact same year. It was called Thrashin'. There was another movie called Gleaming the Cube that
There were still skateboard videos in the early 90s. I mean, there weren't a lot, but they existed.
didn't came out till later. Anyway,
Late 90s, early 2000s, that was like the golden years for skateboard videos, like Elementality, the Enjoy video, Minik Madi, Modus Operandi, the World Industries video. There's lots of really good videos that came out in the last 5 years of the 90s and the first 5 years of the 2000s. That was a beautiful stretch for skateboarding videos.
going back to the Future, I mean, the first one was the best. Second and third one, they were good, but the first one just had that charm to it. I don't really know how else to explain it. You know, Marty McFly, the main character, he just, he really shined in that one. And Michael J. Fox, by the way, amazing job. You know, I can't say there's a whole lot of movies from him that I love, but Back to the Future, I mean, is easily one of the most epic movies ever made. The idea of time traveling, you know, in a DeLorean, it's amazing, and I love all the characters, you know. But anyways, going back to the movie series, the dad is hilarious. Marty McFly, they both are named Marty, I think, which is kind of confusing, but he did a good job.
Yeah, some dudes named their sons after them. Wild, huh?
I know the guy that does him. I know his name. It's just... fuck. So, my favorite movies are usually, like, the cheesy ones. Whether it's cheesy action, cheesy comedy, a lot from the 90s. But see, I'm not nostalgic. There are some stuff, like, that I do like from 2000s and up. But I will admit, I am somewhat of a nostalgia guy. But I'm not nearly as bad as some people, aka the Nostalgia Critic, you know, AVGN, those guys. Anyways, guys, I'm going to review a movie. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, and it's called Encino Man. This shit, I mean, it's a definition of cheese. You got Pauly Shore, which he's not exactly one of the most beloved people anymore, but back in the 90s, though, he was the shit. Everybody loved Pauly Shore. I mean, how could you hate that guy?
How could you hate that guy? Yeah.
And yeah, he was one of the main stars in this movie. And then you had what's that dude's name? Sean, I forget his name.
Penn?
The main character, friends with Pauly Shore. He was also in Lord of the Rings. His name escapes me, but yeah, he also plays a Ninja Turtle, which is really awesome. I love Ninja Turtles. His name's not coming to me, but anyways, that's not important. Now, Michael Bay was the director of this movie, also the director of the new Ninja Turtles, which I fucking love. I have a whole collection right here. Check that shit out, guys.
Damn, dog, what you got going on? We got Jesus. We got a filthy light switch. Ugh. What, Jared? Soap and water exist, big dog. You don't have to have doorways that look like this. Do better. Do better.
There's one movie that I really did love, and I'll admit I'm kind of one of those nostalgia guys.
It's your birthday. Happy birthday, my dude. Happy birthday to Troubled One. We've been in this video for 24 minutes. I think that means it's an appropriate time to do a birthday ripper. If you all would care to join me. Happy birthday, Troubled One. If y'all are ready, cheers. Happy birthday. You can't stay. Goddamn, dude. Goddamn. You never get to join with us in this. We'll do a double to make sure that you're here with us in spirit. Somehow. Everybody get ready. Cheers. What? Woo! Happy Happy birthday, my dude. Let's get back to work.
Where not a whole lot strikes me, but
Oh, that one got me, dude. That one got me.
Tron Legacy, to me, it was an incredible movie. I mean, most of all, more so than anything, it was like a skull fuck, you know? It was just like an eyegasm of amazingness. You know, it was like Avatar, to where it was just so awesome just to watch. And
You can't just say it was a visual wonder of amazement. You could have said that. You didn't have to say it was a skull fuck. That's weird.
strongly believe that, you know,
You relate a lot of stuff back to sex or porn. Probably shit you've seen in porn.
movies are a physical medium. That's what you should base most
Something tells me he spends just a little bit too much time on the hub.
of it on. I'm not saying you should have a bad plot, but it's the main thing should be making it look good, because it's a physical medium of art, you know. If you want complex storylines and shit like that, you know, read a book. But movies, more so than anything, it should be based on aesthetics. And that's why I don't understand why people hated on Transformers, but maybe I'll make another video on that. I'm not really sure. I don't think I even saw the first Transformers, to be quite honest. And you got Shao Kahn, which is funny because Shao Kahn is also the name of a character in Mortal Kombat. There must be some kind of history to that name. I know Khan, that was like a ruler ages ago, centuries ago, I believe, in like some Asian
Genghis Khan?
town. So many people were like massacred, but there's
Yep. Some Asian town. People were massacred. Jared, they sure were. In some Asian town, the people were most certainly massacred. Yep. Yep.
Just a little fun fact for you guys. But let me
That was a fun fact. Okay. Told you guys, we're getting learnt. We're getting learnt today, baby. We're getting smart.
just say this. As far as the cars I like, in case you guys were wondering,
I was not.
I just thought I'd tell you guys.
Okay.
I'm a big fucking Ford and Chevy guy, believe it.
I would have suspected like a minivan. You just look like the type to drive a minivan.
Or not. I know looking at me, you might think this guy likes his fucking Hondas.
Nope. I think minivan.
And he likes his, fucking...
Like a 98 Ford Aerostar. I don't know what they're called. Whatever the 98 Ford minivan looked like, that's what you drive. That's what I picture you driving. I don't know why.
Toyota.
Let's look it up. Now I want to know what it looks like, because I picture something in my mind. I want to see if I'm right. Oh. 98 Ford minivan. Hell yeah. That's exactly what I'm thinking of. That's what I'm thinking of. It's the 1998 Ford Windstar. So did Chevy make the Aerostar? I don't. Regardless, that's what I picture Jared driving. If you guys get bored, look up 98 Ford Windstar. That's what Jared drives. That's what I picture him driving. He looked like he'd drive it poorly. Yes, agreed.
Or whatever, but no, man. I mean, I have an appreciation for those
I had a minivan when I was a kid. Yep. Had to ride around in the backseat of one of them bitches. Sure did.
kinds of cars, but I don't like small cars. Like I like the big beefy ones. I like ones that can go 200 miles an hour without nitrous oxide. But unfortunately,
Wait till your dad picks you up in 4th grade in his 67 Mustang that he's totally going to rebuild from the ground up. He hasn't started yet, though, so the body's still covered in rust spots and rattle can primer, just looking like shit. Spider webs on the outside of the car because it sits, and he gets in and drives, and then it just sits because you don't have time to drive because he's at work. So, I mean, that's always fun to get made fun of for. That's always a fun time. That's a fun time. And that's the car he's going to pick you up in because, well, it's my car. I like to drive it. You like to drive it, dickhead. Clean it up. Fuck.
there weren't really any of those cars in this movie, which was kind of sad. You know, there were no like Lamborghinis or fucking Ferraris. It was mainly just like Honda Civics, you know, stuff like that with the big spoilers. Before Fast and the Furious, there weren't really many movies that had to do with, you know, stuff like Honda Civics and super modded up kinds of cars. So, but Paul Walker, I mean, amazing guy. Let's just be real. I mean, the dude's fucking pretty. Like,
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
if he was like a transvestite or whatever, I mean, I'd fuck him, even if I knew that.
I just wasn't expecting that. Okay, I suppose. Okay.
That he had a dick. I'd still fuck him. I'm just being real. Like, some other.
He does have a dick. Or he did have... When he was... he was a man, stupid, so yes, he would have had a penis. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
The fuckers, like, I'm not saying I'm gay or whatever, but it's just like, wow.
Sounds like you might be. I don't know. But it sounds like you might be.
Like, he's just, and I'm sorry to even be talking about.
My particular flavor is women. I like women. I like the parts that women have. I think that makes me a pretty average, just a standard straight male. But I think if you're a male and you're willing to have sex with another male, the kind with the penis, you might be gay. You might be bisexual. I don't know. I don't know. But I don't know. I feel like I've never had the urge to have sex with a man. So there we go. Let's call it what it is.
About him like that since I know he passed away, but I just had to be real. I'm just saying he's a good looking guy. And, you know, it's just, I I'm kind of a pretty boy myself, I guess. Not that I'm nearly as good looking as he is, but I
Brother, my brother in Christ, lest ye not lie to yourself, don't do that. Don't convince yourself of that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
sort of related to his character simply because he was like, you know, the
Oh, I bet life is so mean to you. I bet life is just daily kicking you in the nuts.
pretty boy too. Regular show is going to be having its last season here pretty soon, season 8. So I just thought I'd go ahead and talk on that. Also, funny story about the creator, J.G. Quintel. He blocked me on Facebook and was rude to my friend. I've forgiven him. I understand that when you become famous, it can affect your ego, especially when you have a lot of crazy fanboys. Yeah, I made a video actually called J.G. Quintel is a douche. But, you know, I don't hold a grudge against the guy. In fact, I've had other bad encounters with people in the entertainment business, but yeah, just letting you guys know the guy is kind of a dirtbag. As far as the drama I had with J.G. Quintel and Sam Marin, you know, I'm 30 years old. I have no business holding a grudge. I just learned to let it go. So J.G., if you're watching this, you know, good on you, man. Congratulations for your cartoon. You guys did a great job. I just hope you can remember, man, that you're just a mortal human being like everyone else. You're not better than anybody just because you made this awesome show, and that's it, really. You know, don't let your ego destroy you, buddy, because it can if you let it. This one movie got so much hate. I mean, it's like this movie was Adolf Hitler, you know, the Cat in the Hat Adolf Hitler version.
Who's leaving? Chipmunk, I will see you this coming Friday. Have a good rest of your day. Appreciate you being here. And my birthday is January 3rd. Still got a little ways to go for my birthday.
Where, you know, the Cat in the Hat starring Adolf Hitler kills a bunch of Jews. That's basically what people treat it as. I mean, it's ridiculous. I love the visuals in this movie. I loved just the creative, kind of Tim Burton-esque visuals, you know, the backgrounds and everything else. I thought it was great. They show what it's like, you know, with the mom and dad at their workplace and stuff like that. Alex Baldwin is in the movie, which is amazing. I believe it was Alex Baldwin anyways. I don't know what else to really say. I mean, I still felt like it was a good movie. And not only that, but it still, you know, it carried through the same message that Dr. Seuss likes to portray in everything he does. It still had a good story, a good moral to it, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? A good message, I mean to say. It still had the good message. You know, the fish was in it. He was telling the kids to behave, you know. The ending, if I can remember correctly, you know, there's still a good ending. The kids, they realized, you know, they did wrong and all that good stuff. But the holidays are coming. You know, Halloween will be here before we know it. So I just want to give you guys a review of some of my favorite scary movies. These movies deserve to be talked about because they're just so epic. You know, even though they're like 30 years old. But so first of all, I love Nightmare on Elm Street. I think Freddy Krueger is one of the most stylish, swagged out motherfuckers in all of Halloween movies, you know, scary movies. He's got the fedora, the striped shirt, you know, the Michael Jackson glove. The dude looks fresh. He looks on point. And so I just love that shit. And to me, he's like King Troll because he gets to fuck with people in their dreams. And that's just epic trolling. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Epic trolling is epic. That guy is King Troll at its finest. I love Freddy Krueger. I also like Addams Family Values, but I like the first one way better. Christina Ricci, too. I kind of had a thing for her. I had a crush on her when I was a kid. This is going to sound creepy pedo, but like...
Then don't say it.
This is not okay. This needs to stop now.
I agree.
Are we done? Are we done yet with the references to pedophilia and the foreshadowing?
I don't think so.
It actually gets worse from here on out.
I don't think so, big dog.
Here we go, I guess. Let's continue.
Let's go.
She looked better younger. Like,
Oh, you're going to ride it with us? Sick. I like that you're on the other side. I like that you know that this corner is my corner. I appreciate that.
I'm not talking like
I appreciate that we both have our spots here. This is sweet.
super young, but I don't know. The older she got, she looks so ugly now. She's so skinny and just nasty. It's a shame what happens to people in Hollywood. That's a whole nother story, though. But it's a very corrupt place.
It's a shame what happens to people when they grow up, right? I guess that's what Jared's saying. Like, what am I supposed to get from this? What are we supposed to get from this, really?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I cry at the end because the ghost, you know, he turns into a boy just so he can, you know, dance with Christina Ricci at the school dance. And it's just, oh my god.
Are you talking about Casper?
I can't even go there. Like, I'm gonna fucking start crying. It's one of those movies.
Everybody knows a Hispanic dude named Casper. I know a guy named Casper.
I get a little emotional, but
Always fucking weird too. They're always so weird.
great movie though. But this last
I don't think I've ever met a Casper that didn't actively smoke crystal meth.
review though, it's Charlie Brown Halloween. The Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown is what it's called, and it's just, I can't have a Halloween without it. It's just a classic. And oh my god, dude, Charlie Brown, he's so awesome because he reminds me of myself. Number one, I have a funny shaped head. Number two, people tend to hate me a lot. And number three,
You do have a funny shaped head and the just most absurd haircut I've seen. Why? Why, Jared? It looks like you took a set of balding clippers, ran it up right up to here, and then just buzzed yourself around like you started to do a fade, and then that's just the first and only step that you did. You cut a line there and from there down and called it good. Why would you do that? I don't give myself half a haircut.
I fucking have I have bad luck. Like, I really do. I have a lot of bad luck, so I relate to this motherfucker. And it's a great movie. I mean, I don't need to explain it to you guys. You know, the simple truth is, I just find a bunch of scary movies kind of lame. They're either just really cliche or they're not that great. But I will say there is one more scary movie that I like, just because I feel like I need to add one more, and that's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Real quick, I'm going to talk about this. So this is actually based off of a true story, which makes it even scarier. And what's even scarier...
Oh, God. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
...is it's not that far from my house. I live in Texas.
Loosely, yeah, it's... The events depicted in the film are almost entirely fictional. Leatherface is loosely based on Ed Gein, who robbed graves, killed a few people, and made furniture from body parts. No chainsaw was involved. That's absolutely correct. Because he wore the face mask at night and da-da-da-da, and there you have Leatherface. Like, a whole story was built on his little tiny kernel of truth. It's a movie. It's a movie.
And this also took place in Texas, but it was a more country, kind of remote town. So the whole family went crazy, and everything they say in that
Jared, you're dumb.
movie is pretty much true. Like,
Oh shit, is it? Is it pretty much true?
he would actually rip the faces off his victims
Holy shit, no way.
and wear them. I mean, this dude was nuts. He was beyond nuts. I mean, he was a fucking psycho.
It sounds like he was nuts.
And just the idea of getting killed with a chainsaw, I mean, that's just so horrific. I guess you can't help but be, you know, kind of...
I've seen it. It's not fun to watch, but we've all seen a video. We've all seen the one video. We've all seen it with that nephew and his uncle. We've all seen it. It's fuck. That was brutal. Yeah. I think the brutalest part was when they do Uncle first, and the fat dude's just kind of sitting there and like taking himself out of the moment. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but at one point the chainsaw actually bumped the dude on the shoulder, and it's like it like hit him while they were working on the uncle, and the dude like doesn't even flinch. He's just like just. That was a brutal one. Yeah, that was a rough video. That was like our welcoming to the internet. Like, hey, you're 15 years old. Watch this shit.
like mesmerized by it. To see some psycho with a chainsaw chasing other people, I mean, that's fucking good shit. So yes, I do like scary movies, and I do watch some scary movies. But as far as like, you know, other shit like Halloween, I thought honestly, like, I never really thought Halloween was that great. I thought it was okay, but it's just like, what is it with people wearing stupid masks? Like Halloween, it was just like some stupid rubber mask, and then with Friday the 13th, it was a
Halloween was Michael Myers' mask.
hockey mask. I thought that was so cheesy and lame. I never got into those two movies. I mean, I thought Halloween was alright. You know, the one chick was pretty hot, the one that played in Star Wars. Carrie Fisher, I think her name is. You know, it was okay. There was boobies.
Yeah, I was gonna say Carrie Fisher's not in Halloween. Stupid.
And Friday the 13th had boobies, so you can't hate that much on boobies. But to be quite honest with you guys, I just thought they were both a little bit cheesy. I just have to say that after watching all of them, because I've seen every single Saw movie except the 3D one. they're all actually really fucking good. And I don't know if it's just because I'm a sadist, but it's just that everyone gets tortured in a different way, and they all have to run through a different kind of maze, and it's amusing to me. I don't know if I'm sick in the head, but that's why I love Saw. It's because it's different. Although one important facet I did leave.
You know, they made like, what, 12 of those fucking movies from the Saw franchise? There's a lot of them. I know at least 10. I feel like they made more.
Leave out is that
I went through a phase where I liked, I watched some of the Korean horror movies. Oh, Train to Busan. There's 2 parts to that. Those were really good. I really like those. Those were really, really good.
there's a lot to Jigsaw. Like, he doesn't just kill people for the thrill of it. He does it because he knows who they are.
You're so insightful, Jared. My God.
And, you know, the fucked up shit they do. So he does this not just as a punishment, but as a lesson to help them, you know, overcome their own problems. Like, the tests that he gives them are tests that are similar to things that they've done. It's very cool how they do that, you know, how there's like a message to it. And I like to think that maybe I'm somewhat like Jigsaw. I don't know. Not that I murder and kill people, but I just...
Oh my God. You fucking dork.
I like to somehow relate myself to him in some ways, I guess. You know, a genius psycho, if you want to call it that.
Get out of town.
The new Ghostbusters movie did not suck. Now, was it a 10 out of 10? No, of course not. Most movies these days in Hollywood, it's hard to find a 10 out of 10 movie. But I just want to defend this movie, and I just want to, you pseudo intellectual motherfuckers, you got...
Yes, I've seen every installment of I Spit on Your Grave because there's a few of them. They're all really good. They're all really good.
Guys are hilarious. You know nothing about what goes on in Hollywood, and calling this an SJW movie, you're so ignorant. You, my friend, if you knew anything about the industry, you would know they've been feeding the feminist agenda for a very long time.
Right? Right? His head looks like it's the shape of a dick. Look. Shaft, bulbous, ridiculous looking head. Boom. Boom. Fat balls are here. I don't know. It looks like it's a dick haircut. It's a dick haircut.
Now, and just because they made women the main characters doesn't mean it's an SJW movie. All movies have this. They all incorporate it. Again, it's worldwide ignorance. People like to follow the bandwagon, you know. If it's popular to say something sucks, then everyone is going to say, oh, this sucks, you know, even without watching it. But, guys, listen to me, okay? The movie wasn't bad. The CGI, I don't get why people complain about it. You know, people complained about it in the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They complained about it in just plenty of other shit. It's like, guys, we're in 2016 now, okay? We're not in the 90s anymore. We have...
What the hell is that? Damn, this is 10 years ago? I didn't realize how long ago these videos were made.
New technology. And I don't know why people are so against it. It's just, it baffles my mind. James
I've seen Gummo.
Ralph, I love the guy, angry video game nerd, but he's a fucking dumb shit. And I can't stand people like him and Nostalgia Critic, you know, when they review stuff. They're like little man children, and it's just so pathetic. Us millennials, we're a pathetic race. Spineless cowards, babies that like to cry and whine. You know, it's just, I'm so ashamed to be a millennial, to be quite honest. They add in, though, a few new things, which is kind of cool. Slimer's in it, and he looks fucking awesome, you know? I don't get why people didn't like that. You know, they all did a good job. Like, I just gotta be real. Even though I wasn't crazy about the all-girl cast. I mean, even though I wish it would have been the original, you know. I've learned to just get used to all the, you know, feminist crap and other, you know, bullshit that they have in Hollywood these days. See, people who call this an SJW, they know nothing about the industry, guys. Hollywood is a very corrupt industry. In the words of one of my favorite actors, Corey Feldman, it's full of pedophiles. It's disgusting, run down. It will destroy your soul. A lot of people who, you know, become Hollywood famous actors, they end up just destroying their soul and either dying or just becoming some sad, shaded, lifeless form of a man. But anyways, it's run by the Illuminati, and they pretty much call the shots. Jews run Hollywood. That's just how it's always been. I was around when it first came out, and it's a funny story. I had this friend, his name was AJ. Hilarious guy, a little bit weird. He had a clown, and he called it Fuckles the Clown, and I think he did strange and unspeakable things to it. But aside from that, he was pretty cool, and I remember he was obsessed with the show. And I would sit down and I'd watch it with him, and I would just be like, what the fuck is this shit, you know? When I was a kid, I just like cartoons for some reason. I love cartoons. And I
Wow, a kid liking cartoons. How strange.
still do to this day, but, I guess you could say I've explored my horizons or whatever, but...
Expanded your horizons.
Oh,
You need to expand your vocabulary, dipshit.
Power Rangers is a great show. I mean, it was actually the most popular kid show back in the 90s. And that's why the first season had like 60 fucking episodes. It was ridiculous. It turned, just normal actors, complete rock stars. And it's funny because I heard that the Austin St. John, the Red One, he kind of burnt out, after it. And I think he got into drugs and was actually homeless for a while. Jason David Frank, don't get me started on this guy. He's a complete douchebag. I met him. He played Tommy the Green Ranger. What an asshole. And that must have really fucked with his ego once, he got...
Oh, Mom is a really good movie too. It's a very interesting one. It's the way it plays out is very good. I think it's fuck. Wait a minute. I'm trying to find a movie. Give me a second, guys. Mothers of Monsters. Yeah, it's Mom. There's a movie that came out in 2020. It's really good. It's done found footage style. It's called Mothers of Monsters. It's really, really good. The cover of it is just a red lettering that says Mom and a gas mask behind it. It's really, really good. Also, the Girl Next Door from... Yeah, is it this one? 2007 specifically. It's really good. Hard watch. Wait a minute. I think there's another one too. Yeah, from 2007. Yeah. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. Anyways, guys. The Girl Next Door and Mothers of Monsters. If you guys get a chance to see them, they're both really, really good. Promise you they're good. They'll be worth your time. All right, let's get back to work.
So old. Too old to wear spandex. Poor guy. What's up, guys? It's Punk Rock Jared. Here to do some more Halloween reviews for you guys. This is my own Monster Madness. But I'm reviewing shit that isn't just rated R. And as you can see... This is not a rated R movie, unless, of course, Winnie the Pooh, maybe it's like a Winnie the Pooh Gone Wild, where Winnie the Pooh flashes his dick to everybody, but I don't think it's a porno or anything like that.
I would hope
in fact,
not.
I have seen the movie, that's why I'm reviewing it. But one thing too I love about Winnie the Pooh is that it's just like very mellow. Like, it's good to smoke weed too. If you're a big stoner, if you're a big pot smoker like me, this is good shit to get fired up with. Whatever you like. Fucking I like pretty much anything, dude. I'm punk rock, so I smoke the shitty stuff. I don't care about, nigger weed. I don't care about any of that shit.
You what?
I smoke the shitty stuff. I don't care about, nigger weed.
My nigga.
My nigga.
I really wasn't expecting that out of his mouth again. Oh boy, Jared. Oh boy.
I don't care about any of that shit. So yeah, with the Avengers, it's basically like the Fantastic Four, but with different characters. You have, the Hulk, you have the Green Arrow,
The Green Arrow is a DC character. Jared is confusing this hero with Marvel character. Hawkeye. Okay.
Thor. I like movies where it's not just a bunch of fucking talking, and that's exactly what this movie was. I mean, there was little action in this movie, and not only that, but I found it boring. I found this movie very boring, and to be quite honest with you, I didn't even finish it because I couldn't take it anymore. I know I didn't miss out on much, so some of you guys are probably gonna say, well, you missed out on all the other blah blah blah. Even if that's the case, they shouldn't have made me wait that long, and I'm sure there wasn't that much more action in it. The Avengers, I would say, is probably the most overrated superhero movie of all time. And I have no problem saying that, man. I'm gonna get these fat elitist nerds attack me on this video, just like they do with all my other videos, but if you want to tell me, if you want to, be intelligent about it, I'll take you seriously. But a lot of you guys, you don't even tell me why you disagree. You just insult me. I don't take you seriously. So it is what it is, man. I just didn't like the movie. If you did, more power to you. I don't care. But I just thought the movie sucked, quite honestly. It was odd. It was bizarre to me. It seemed like there were a lot of secret messages within the movie, like detailing what's going on in the real world. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. These movies these days, they're weird. It's like they're mocking society. I don't know, man. I'm sure the Joker is probably in hell just laughing, with movies like this. Because that quote he said about how humans are stupid and all that shit, he was right, man. The Joker was right. I mean, you can't question the Joker. But anyways, guys, that's my thoughts on the Avengers. All in all, man, I'd probably give the movie a 5 out of 10. Because what little action scenes they did have, I mean, pretty fucking good. Can't deny that. I know this movie was like one of those huge blockbuster films where a lot of money was spent making it. So, with movies like that, it's at least gonna be an eye fuck. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna fuck you in the eye pretty hard. What's up, guys? This is Punk Rock Jared. I want to do a quick review on Zootopia, explaining the secret message, because there is a secret message in this movie, and if you can't see it, it's because you're just choosing not to, because it's so out there in the open. Zootopia is anti-cis male, without a doubt, anti-alpha male, whatever you want to call it. But you have to understand that Disney does have hidden messages in a lot of its movies, symbolic or subliminal as well. So I just want to give a few examples, guys. This one was pretty out there. So there's a play, Sherry the Rabbit is a kid, in the beginning of the movie. She's basically making it sound like cis males are evil, that they are just primitive apes, but that homosexuals are the evolved species and that they're the ones who do good in the world. There's a few...
If you guys are trying to find a place to watch movies, you can always make sure you download uBlock or some other safety net on your electronics device, and I use netprime.to, and it hasn't been able to find me anything. Let me rephrase. It's been able to find everything that I've looked for. I have yet to get back 0 results on a search query, and it's everything I've wanted to watch has been there, whether it's a series or a movie or brand new or super old. In general, I can pretty much find whatever I want on NetPrime. So do with that what you will.
Subliminal messages. It's this black sheep, which is symbolic to the Antichrist. He has a rainbow over his head, homosexuality. So it's basically saying animals have evolved through homosexuality, through being non-cis, males. So that's a big one in the movie. I caught that the second time around. The fox, every predator animal in there is gay in Zootopia. The leopard cop is obviously gay. The fox is gay because of a story he gives about not being able to be a Boy Scout. Obviously it's because he's gay, because that's the only reason you can't be a Boy Scout. They use, symbology though, that a fox couldn't do it because he's a fox, but you know what they're trying to get at. And they know kids are smart, and they know kids can pick this shit up. So this was a big brainwashing tool for kids. I'm just being real. I know you guys might be looking at me funny, but it's fucking true. I mean, it's true. They had fucking Shakira in there, as this weird goat wearing a dress, gay homosexual parties. I won't give up. I won't give in. You know what they're trying to say. I won't give in to being a cis male. It's disgusting. It really is. But, I still enjoy the movie because
Maybe it's just about animals having a fun time. I mean, it's a fucking kids movie. God damn, dude. Okay.
can look at it in a different way.
You really think a lot about this stuff, don't you? You've put a lot of thought into this.
It just adds diversity, but that's not the real message.
A lot of wasted energy, but still, he's done it.
The plot twist in the movie is that there's this injection that's going around, some kind of weird serum, and believe it or not, the antidote is a flower. I mean, come on, man. You know what they're trying to say, because that serum makes...
Do you know how many things that we use on the daily that are made from flowers and bushes? Really? Weed's a flower. I smoke flowers every day. Or most days. I like flowers. Flowers are pretty. They can make medicine. They have a lot of practical use in today's world. So...
people crazy, into animals, into cis males, scary cis males. And the only antidote is a flower. It's so blatant, this fucking movie. And
What is so blatant?
As soon as Sherry moves to Zootopia, they start playing that song, I won't give up and I won't give in. And there's a bunch of symbology that I know not every one of you is into, like with the Illuminati eyes. You see it in this tree, it's full of eyes. It's so obvious what they're doing. I'm sure Walt Disney would be rolling in his grave, because I know Walt Disney was not an evil man. People say he was anti-Jewish. That's bullshit. We're all a little racist. We all sometimes say racy things. So Disney wasn't fucking around. They knew exactly what they're doing, and they're laying it out to us in a very obvious way. The curtains are...
Jared, you look straight up insane. I'm going to keep it real with you. You look fucking crazy. I don't feel like there's a sane thought that's going through that mind.
Finally opening, as far as stuff like the Illuminati goes, because Disney is the Illuminati's biggest pet. They are their biggest ally, because they're so powerful, and that's why it is a good tool to brainwash children. And that's exactly what this movie was about, children being brainwashed by their televisions. Now, let me give you guys a quick history of Disney and past brainwashing tactics. They're very clever, and I don't think they originated this concept. In fact, I think this concept has actually been around for quite some time, perhaps even before televisions, but it's called subliminal messaging. This is something I've been aware of for a while now that I've learned about here on YouTube. It's very genius, actually. It's very fucking clever. What they do, what a lot of companies do, because this isn't a lot of companies that do this. It tries to trigger the brain to make a person buy a product. In Disney's case, though, it tries to sexualize kids and things of that nature. But as far as advertising goes, I can give you guys one prime example. The Wendy's icon, the fast food chain Wendy's. Look at the girl. Look at her blouse, okay? Try to see what her blouse says. Basically, it's this. It spells out mom. If you look closely, and that's a subliminal message. It's trying to trigger your subconscious mind in order to buy something. The reason why it says mom is because it wants to remind you of your mother's cooking, something that you enjoy, an idea or a thought that your subconscious is stimulated by, so it triggers you to want to go out and buy Wendy's. It's very clever. Now Disney, and there are thousands of subliminal messages you can check out on your own, but that's just one I wanted to share with you. But with Disney, it goes a little bit darker and deeper. Their movies are full of hidden sexual messages. Not even so much messages, but just hidden sexual images that are very hidden. Like in The Lion King, when Simba lands on this patch of grass, the sand or whatever it is, the smoke, it spells out the word sex. You can't see it that well, but it still triggers the subconscious mind. So Disney has been corrupting the minds of children for a long time. And I've made a joke about this, and I basically say that, I was very sexual as a kid, and I'm sure Disney had nothing to do with that. That was just me being a perv. But
Dog, what? What did you just say? Like, I sit here and I listen to him just fucking da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and every once in a while he says something like, what the fuck? How did we get here?
Disney has been corrupting the minds of children for a long time. And I've made a joke about this, and I basically say that, I was very sexual as a kid, and I'm sure Disney had nothing to do with that. That was just me being a perv. But, I guess some kids must need that boost or something, but I was pretty much born with hormones.
I guess some kids need that boost. That, Jared, should have been an insight thought. That's not a thought that you should have let come out of your mouth. This is one of the times where you need to think before you speak. Especially when you're going to put a video up on the internet. You might want to think about it a little bit beforehand. I plan out these streams a little bit before I get started. I try to kind of have an idea of what we're going to do every time I go up here, just so I'm not looking like a dumbass with nothing planned. Nico, I appreciate you being here, my friend. Have a great rest of your day, big dog. Hopefully we'll see you this Friday. But Jiminy Christmas. Just some thoughts should be kept to yourself.
So yeah, Disney is very clever at what they do, guys, and I want you to understand that.
What happened?
I know some people are going to criticize my choice to show this much of Jared, like, just reviewing movies. Besides the pedophilia references, the sick stuff that he says admitting to being a sicko. Beyond all of that, this guy just has the worst taste. That I just can't get over. Like, he's just such a buffoon. Another thing to talk about is just the absolute lack of self-awareness on display here. Mm-hmm. He's almost 30 years old and he's reviewing children's movies and talking about going to the movies with his mom. I wanted to include more in this section here. This was originally going to be longer, but I went through and just cut anything that wasn't funny, interesting, relevant,
That would have been hard because none of this shit was interesting or relevant.
Some sort of reference that we could get a laugh at or, kind of just be like, oh God, he's talking about pedophilia again. I had to cut so much shit from this, but I decided to cut this off here and just make it its own part. Some of the stuff I was going to include in this part, but I've just put into the next part, is him talking more about video games and all the other crap that's on his channel. I was hoping that I could just make this like part 1 and 2. Let's move on to the next channel. No. There's going to be a part 3, and I'm just going to say it now. There might be a part 4. Still covering the stuff on this channel. But each one is going to get progressively shorter, given that there is potentially part 3 and 4.
Fun fact, they get progressively longer. I've looked ahead at the length of them. They get longer from here out.
There's definitely going to be a part 3. I want to wrap.
There's a part 3, part 4, and part 5. So we're going to be at this for like another 5 or 6 weeks because part 5, I believe, is like 3.5 hours long. So like, there's no way we're going to get through that in one sitting. There's no fucking way. That'd be like a 5-hour stream.
Wrap up the stuff on this channel as quickly as I can, but every time I try and condense it. A lot of the time I'm going into videos like, all right, let's see if there's anything in this video that's relevant or interesting or whatever.
It can be overwhelming, especially with someone that's been on the internet for a long time and you're going to start making videos. Like with Cyraxx, there was so much, when I first started, there was so much to dig through. It's like a daunting task to try to find libraries of videos to go over, and you find a few good ones. And at this point, I've gone through so many. I've gone through almost the entirety of all 3 of Inward Boy's channels. I've gone through the entirety, excluding streams. Streams I've never really covered from Max. But excluding streams, I've done Cyraxx Archive Nation. I did Cyraxx Archive when they were still a channel. I can't find them anymore. But that's how it can be. I mean, sometimes it can be daunting, but once you get started, you get going.
If not, I'm just going to completely cut it. I'm trying to cut as much as possible, and I keep coming across stuff where I'm like, oh my God. And I'm watching this stuff over, double and triple checking, trying to condense stuff. we're taking dozens of hours and we're condensing it down to like, maybe one or two at a time.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I get it.
I'll see you guys on the next one. Tentative date that I'm going to announce for the next part. I'm going to go really fucking hard with this next part. I'll just say it's either going to be Christmas Day or New Year's. So I'll say that now, but it's not going to take very long. That's it for now. I'm frankly kind of going insane doing this, but...
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we killed it. We got through that. That was 54 minutes. Fun fact, our next one is an hour and 7 minutes. The one behind that is an hour and 18 minutes. And then part 5 of chapter 2 was 3 hours, 15 minutes, and 50 seconds. So they get progressively longer from here on out. But that's okay. We're going to get through them. That's our job. And that's what we're going to do. Look at DMs. That's sick. That's cool. I appreciate that. That's cool. Gang, I appreciate you being here with me and taking that ride with me. If you would like to hang out for just a second, we'll take one last ripper together. Appreciate everything, the love and support like I always do. Videos will be out this week, provided I don't get evacuated. I don't know how real... I think it's a pretty real possibility that we could get evacuated because it's still smoky as shit outside. Like, you can see the smoke in the air. It looks like someone's just blowing fat clouds in front of my house, like all the way down the cul-de-sac to where, because my street goes and it takes a left, and it looks like you can see smoke all the way down until the curve. So I don't know if we get evacuated. I don't know when the next time you guys will see me is, but hopefully everything's good. It'll be fine. Guys, thank you again so very much. Let's take this one last ripper together and we'll call this shit a stream. Cheers. Boop. Guys, have a great rest of your day, great rest of your week, and I will see you all this Friday.